This is the complete order of battle of Allied and Japanese forces during the Borneo Campaign of 1945. As the campaign was fought in 3 geographically separate areas and the same air and naval units supported more than one of these battles, the order of battle is split into the 3 areas. Summary order of battle. Allied Forces General Headquarters, Southwest Pacific Area. Allied Land Forces, Australian 1st Corps, Australian 7th Division, Australian 9th Division. Allied Air Forces Advanced RAF Command, Australian 1st Tactical Air Force, United States 13th Air Force. Allied Naval Forces 7th Amphibious Force, Amphibious Group 6. Japanese Forces Southern Expeditionary Army Group, Japanese 7th Area Army, Japanese 37th Army, 56th Independent Mixed Brigade, 71st Independent Mixed Brigade, 25th Independent Mixed Regiment, 455th Independent Infantry Battalion, 553rd Independent Infantry Battalion, 554th Independent Infantry Battalion, 774th Independent Infantry Battalion. Army Navy Headquarters, Tarakan, 22nd Special Naval Base Force, Japanese 3rd Air Army, Japanese 10th Independent Flying Brigade, 83rd Flying Regiment. Battle of Tarakan. Allied units: Ground Forces 26th Brigade Group 2, 23rd Infantry Battalion 2, 24th Infantry Battalion 2, 48th Infantry Battalion 2, 3rd Pioneer Battalion 2, 4th Cavalry Commando Squadron C Squadron 2, 9th Armored Regiment D Company 2, 2nd Machine Gun Battalion 2, 7th Field Regiment, 53rd Composite Anti-Aircraft Regiment 2, 13th Field Company, 2nd Field Company 2, 12th Field Ambulance 2 Beach Group 2, 2nd Pioneer Battalion. Other units: 2, 11th Field Company 2, Beach Workshop B, a Royal Australian Navy Commando, 2nd Australian Army Medical Corps Company, Royal Netherlands East Indies Army 2nd Company, 1st Battalion Netherlands East Indies Army, United States Army Composite Company, 727th Amphibian Tractor Battalion Company, 593rd Engineer Boat and Shore Battalion. Air units: No. 77 Wing Royal Australian Air Force, No. 76 Squadron RAF, No. 22 Squadron RAF, No. 30 Squadron RAF, No. 31 Squadron RAF, No. 78 Wing RAF, No. 75 Squadron RAF, No. 78 Squadron RAF, No. 80 Squadron RAF, No. 452 Squadron RAF, No. 82 Wing RAF, No. 21 Squadron RAF, No. 23 Squadron RAF, No. 24 Squadron RAF, 18th Fighter Group USAAF, 12th Fighter Squadron, 44th Fighter Squadron, 70th Fighter Squadron, 347th Fighter Group USAAF, 67th Fighter Squadron, 68th Fighter Squadron, 339th Fighter Squadron, 42d Bombardment Group USAAF, 69th Bombardment Squadron, 70th Bombardment Squadron, 75th Bombardment Squadron, 100th Bombardment Squadron, 390th Bombardment Squadron, 5th Bombardment Group USAAF, 23d Bombardment Squadron, 31st Bombardment Squadron, 72d Bombardment Squadron, 394th Bombardment Squadron, 307th Bombardment Group USAAF, 370th Bombardment Squadron, 371st Bombardment Squadron, 372nd Bombardment Squadron, 424th Bombardment Squadron, 868th Bombardment Squadron USAAF. Fleet Air Wing 17 U.S. Navy Patrol Bombing Squadron, 128 Patrol Bombing Squadron, 106 Patrol Bombing Squadron, 111 Patrol Bombing Squadron, 109 RAF ground units on Tarakan during the campaign, No. 16 Air Observation Post Flight, No. 61 Operational Base Unit, No. 61 Airfield Construction Wing No. 1 Airfield Construction Squadron No. 8 Airfield Construction Squadron No. 2 Aerodrome Security Squadron No. 114 Mobile Fighter Control Unit. Naval units covering Group 74.3 Light Cruisers. US Phoenix, US Boise, HMAS Hobart Destroyers. US Taylor, US Nicholas, US O'Bannon, US Fletcher, US Jenkins, HMAS Warramunga. Attack Group 78.1. Flagship, US Rocky Mount Landing Ships. 2 LSI, 1 AKA, 1 LSD, 21 LST, 12 LCI, 4 LSM, 12 LCT support. 6 LCS, 4 LCI, 2 LCR, 2 LCI with 4 demolition units screen. Destroyers. U.S. ships Waller, Bailey, Bancroft, Philip Drayton, Smith, Caldwell. Frigates. HMAS Birdkin, Baku, Hawkesbury. Destroyer escorts. S. Formo, Charles E. Brannan, 1 Motor Torpedo Boat Tender, 21 MTV's Landing Craft Control Unit, 1 PC, 1 LCI, 2 LCS Minesweeping Unit, 1 APD, 11 YMS Service Unit, 1 AGS, 1 and 1 ATR, 1 ATO, 4 LCI equipped for firefighting and salvage. Japanese units Army Navy Headquarters 455th Independent Infantry Battalion 1 Company 2 Company 3 Company 4 Company Machine Gun Company 2nd Naval Guard Force 1 Company 2 Company Air Defense Unit. Operation Obo 6. Battle of North Borneo. Battle of Balikpapan. Allied units Ground Forces Australian 7th Division 2, 7th Cavalry Regiment 2 over 1 of a Stone Pioneer Battalion 2 over 1 of a Stone Machine Gun Battalion B Company 2 over 1 of a Stone Guard Regiment Artillery 2 Quarters Field Regiment 2 5th Field Regiment 2 6th Field Regiment 2 Halves Tank Attack Regiment Engineers 2 Quarters Field Company 2 5th Field Company 2 6th Field Company 2 9th Field Company 2 25th Field Park Company 18th Infantry Brigade 2 9th Battalion 2 10th Battalion 2 12th Battalion 21st Infantry Brigade 2 14th Battalion 2 16th Battalion 2 27th Battalion 25th Infantry Brigade 2 25th Battalion 2 31st Battalion 2 33rd Battalion. 1st Australian Corps units allocated to the 7th Australian Division. 1st Armoured Regiment 2 over 1 of a Stone Armoured Brigade Reconnaissance Squadron 2 over 1 of a Stone Composite AA Regiment. 2 Beach Group 2 Halves Pioneer Battalion 2 11th Field Company. Royal Netherlands East Indies Army 1 Company, 1st NA Battalion. United States Army 727th Amphibian Tractor Battalion Company, 672nd Amphibian Tractor Battalion Boat Company, Boat Battalion. 593rd Engineer Boat and Shore Regiment. Air Units Royal Australian Air Force No. 19 Wing No. 2 Squadron No. 18 Squadron No. 78 Wing No. 75 Squadron No. 78 Squadron No. 80 Squadron No. 452 Squadron No. 82 Wing No. 21 Squadron No. 23 Squadron No. 24 Squadron Detachment 83 Wing Detachment No. 4 Squadron United States Army Air Forces 13th Air Force 42nd Bombardment Group 69, 70, 75, 100, 390 Bombardment Squadrons 5th Bombardment Group 23, 31, 72, 394 Bombardment Squadrons 307th Bombardment Group 370,371, 372 424 bombardment squadrons, 868 bombardment squadron flew maritime surveillance patrols, 18th Fighter Group 12, 44, 70 fighter squadrons, 347th Fighter Group 67, 68, 339 fighter squadrons, 419 night fighter squadron, 4th Reconnaissance Group 17 photographic reconnaissance squadron det. 5th Air Force 22nd Bombardment Group 38th Bombardment Group 90th Bombardment Group 380th Bombardment Group United States Marine Corps Marine Aircraft Group 2 VMF 512 VMTB 143 United States Navy Fleet Air Wing 17 Patrol Bombing Squadron 128 Patrol Bombing Squadron 106 Patrol Bombing Squadron 111 Navy Escort Carrier Group 40 On Carrier Suwannee Fighting Squadron 40 Torpedo Squadron 40 Naval Forces Attack Group 78.2 Transports 1 AGC Wasatch 1 CGC 3 LSI 1 AKA 1 LSD 5 APD 1 LCF 22 LSM 35 LST 16 LCI 2 PC 3 SC Close Support 10 LCS 8 LCI 6 LCI 3 LCI Screen 10 destroyers, 5 destroyer escorts, 1 frigate minesweeping group, 1 APD, 5 AM, 12 YMS, 1 LSM service, salvage and miscellaneous units. Covering Group 74.2 Heavy Cruiser, HMAS Shropshire Light Cruisers. U.S. ships Montpelier, Denver, Columbia, Cleveland, Phoenix, Nashville, HMAS Hobart, HNLMS Tromp destroyers, 4 from the 15th of June, 7 from the 27th of June. High-speed transport, US Schmidt. United States Navy Escort Carrier Group 78.4, Escort Carriers. U.S. ships Suwannee, Block Island, Gilbert Island destroyers. US Helm Destroyer Escorts. US Mitchell, Donaldson, Clues, Lamons and Kine. 8 U.S. NPT boats arrived with the tender US Mobjack on the 27th of June, and this force was expanded to 2 PT boat squadrons on the 6th of July. Japanese units 22nd Base Force, 454th Independent Infantry BN.